My name is Adam Luckin, and I'm presenting on a valuable lesson I learned in bringing up my son. So, have you ever felt like when your child is doing something wrong, that to change that behaviour, sometimes you just need to give them a little slap, teach them a lesson, yeah? I've thought the same way myself, because my father did it to me, and I turned out okay. So why not change this great tradition? Research tells us that in the US there was a survey done on 160,000 children over 5 years with regards to spanking, and it was found equivocally that it was detrimental to both the parent and the child for their mental state, and it didn't have any real effect to help the child change their behaviour. In my life, I've had this experience with my son. I have actually been bringing up my son on my own, because my wife tragically and sadly passed away. She had a battle with cancer that she just could not win. There was this one time when I was bathing my son, and he was splashing around, and then he did something I didn't like. Okay, so I asked him to stop. He kept on going. So, like a reflex action, I slapped his hand, and to stop, so he would stop. And he stopped okay. But he looked up at me with this expression of he just couldn't understand why I hit him. And this really shocked me. I couldn't believe the look on my child's face. And further, I couldn't believe what I was teaching my son by this action. That it was, if someone does something you don't like, you'd hit them. So, and this also made me think very deeply about what happened with regards to my father when he used to hit, what that meant to me. And then overall, what did that mean to the relationship between myself and my son? So I'd like to share with you what changes I made after this faithful day. For one thing, I refrained from hitting my son, but secondly, rather than punishing, I told my son he would get consequences for his actions. Okay, I said, well, in my life, if I don't go to work, the consequence is I could lose my job. The consequences for him, if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, the consequences is he loses his privileges. And this, there was this funny time when he's at school. He did something wrong, and the teacher picked him up on it. And when he was talking to the teacher, he said, "Oh, look, please don't tell Daddy, because he'll give me those consequences." She was kind of surprised that a 7-year-old knew what consequences, or the word consequences. And secondly, it made me feel really good that my change of behaviour was having a desired effect, a positive effect. So I'd really like you guys to think about the next time, the people who do have children, that if they do something which you consider wrong, think very seriously about not hitting them. There is other ways, and I found it, and I'd like you to consider that in the future. Thank you.